Hey Scorpio, how are you? We're going to do a hidden truths, a love reading for you guys. So powerful already. Let me just do the intro real quick. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's general, of course. As you know, will not resonate for everyone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. Wow. So right off the bat, I'm feeling like a need for honest, open communication. I almost feel like even there, oh, well, this is where I'm getting it. There's a Two of Swords, like blocked. And something about being blocked has, kind of blocked or ghosted without explanation. And if you're the one that did this to someone else, then reverse it. But it's kind of taken over like happiness. Like it's been hard to, not focus on it or ruminate, something like that. So it says, notice the signs. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins, and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. This is all just pre-shuffle, by the way. And this is a situation that can be healed gently with love as you've requested. So it kind of seems like there's a need to communicate in a really honest but gentle way. Maybe there's a need to let yourself be a little bit vulnerable and not angry, something like that. Don't get mad at me. Yet there's also a need for your strength and truthfulness while with other people involved. We will stand right behind you as you speak your truth, giving you strength and guiding your words. Okay, so the Ten of Cups and the Two of Swords. So this is like happiness. There's some sort of disconnect from seeing the signs or being open for signs, something like that. Let me just finish the pre-shuffle and then we'll lay out a new spread. So how are you guys? Please hit like, share, subscribe, help me get the videos circulated, and a lot of money energy coming through for a lot of signs. So Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Queen of Wands. I think you guys, there may be, okay, I could be wrong, so don't, get upset if this isn't resonating. But it almost feels like there's a need for someone to look at the other person's point of view, and that could really change the whole dynamic of how you feel and how you handle it. Because whatever's going on with them, there's reasons behind it. And if you're just feeling attached to someone that you really think is just bad, then why are we even talking about it, right? So, let's see. I feel blocked, ghosted. Maybe an apology is needed for overreacting. I don't know. You guys, what's going on? So also, I would love for you guys, please subscribe if you're not and you watch the channel. It strengthens your connection to me. Also, I hope you guys are praying for each other and yourselves, of course. I pray for you guys every day. I hope you're joining me. Also, you can put your intentions, manifestations in the comments, and that way they will circulate with the world, all over the world with the video. Four of Pentacles. I'm just still feeling a strong need for like communication. Fear of rejection, fear of putting yourself out there, being vulnerable. Notice the signs. Wheel of Fortune, I like that, but that was too many cards. I always get backlash when I say these things, but I keep feeling like somebody overreacted or has the wrong idea of why you don't have, there's more to the story than you know, and there's a need to just acknowledge that, Okay, let's lay out a spread. We'll get more detailed. Also, I feel like there's a need to just take one little step towards something. Your energy, the sun. Happiness, growth, expansion, children maybe. There might be some, emotions in overdrive. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody very stable. Strength. Could be dealing with the Leo. Looks like somebody's holding back maybe after a tower. The Strength card is the ability to, it's self-control. What's going on with the lights here? I have just had so much trouble with lighting like this whole time. Never quite got it right. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. The lighting also changes, during the different times of the day. Hopefully you guys can see that. So the person or the other energy on your mind is holding back. Overall energy is stability. I don't know, are you guys both holding back? So, how they view you. Interesting. 9 of Swords. Overthinking it. I had maybe misunderstanding intentions, something like that. How they see the situation. They're waiting till things cool off, maybe. But it feels like there's a need for truth and just a really stable talk. We've got the Hierophant, which is truth and ethics and family. Maybe this is about choosing your timing, when to talk about something, because it's not, it's not as it's more controlled and not overly emotional. 3 of Wands. That's progress. What you cannot see behind the scenes is some sort of progress. Tarot's advice is the Devil. The Capricorn energy, we'll have to clarify that. Outcome, not letting go. Fear of losing out. So I think this might be a little bit of a warning to where this has the potential. Hopefully it's not there already, but this kind of seems like it has the potential to become one of those situations that just drag out and that you just can't really have peace about and can't move forward because there's I feel like the longer it goes on, the longer it's going to just nag, Yeah, look at that. Bottom of the deck is this Page of Swords. It's kind of like, rather than actually, talking it out or talking through it, I just feel like strong need for communication rather than just, guessing, like guessing and not actually finding out, like assuming, like a assumption, like jumping to conclusions, assuming the worst without finding out, something like that. Yeah, look at that. Like giving somebody almost like too worried of becoming vulnerable, so that there's a strong need here to see the other side. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Now, I know some of you are going to go, well, they X, Y, Z. Well, I'm probably not talking about that then. But even if they did, there's still benefit. You know, there's this big thing going on in the world right now where it's like nobody wants to just shoot straight and say, this is how I feel and this is what happened and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like we need to change that. We need to shift that from that to everybody just start being honest and vulnerable and saying, you know, that hurt my feelings, or, you know, can we discuss this? Can we, you know, how do you feel? I feel hurt by XYZ. Am I wrong? Am I, you know, can we, you know, address this so it doesn't fester? Because what's making people angry and what's messing up their way of communicating and the way of you know, handling things in a cool, collected manner is because the feelings get bottled up, and then we get all out of whack. And by not communicating clearly and worrying about, you know, our feelings getting hurt, we end up getting way out of whack. And then when we do try it, when they do come around or you take a step forward, it's all out of whack because there's so much animosity built, something like that. It looks like Ace of Pentacles, that's a stable new beginning. 5 of Cups, there's still 2 full cups there, but there's a lot of focus on what was said, and well, there's the Emperor. It seems like there's a lot of focus on what was said and being treated wrongly. And, you know, if it's somebody that you need to walk away from and not deal with anymore, then do that. But don't do both. Don't hang on and not have clear communication. You know what I mean? Okay? That's what I'm saying. All right, tell me about, and there might be, I think there's also something here about timing. Like, it's okay to take a step, but make sure you don't do it like when you're upset or you're going to be snippety or, you know, resentful. You know, communicate when you're calm. You'll get further that way. Visualize the way you want it to turn out. You know, think about, maybe start with the end in mind. Like if you want it to turn into if you're only looking at your point of view and how you feel, then and you go about it that way, then you play out what that's going to end up like, because it's probably not going to serve you well. If you want it to have a good outcome, start with the end in mind. You know, like how you approach something, think about the end result that's going to get, and then adjust how you approach it. Because I know when we're hurt, we just want to lash out and go, you know, we feel hurt, we feel unvalued, or so much coming through at once. And there's pain, I think it's from this situation. It could be pain from the past, but there's some sort of pain altering somebody's ability to just go at it with love and with understanding and, I guess, curiosity. Like, find out why it happened. You know, maybe you could approach it with the why. So I'm just curious why things went south, or, you know, how that turned into that, and how are you feeling about it, and that sort of thing. Kind of approach it like that, you know. And then, yeah, look at this painful ending. But go at it with the curiosity. Like, this was painful for me. You know, I don't know how you feel, but, you know, this was painful for me, and I'd like to not leave it like that, for, you know, painful for either of us. Even if it's over, there's just so much peace that comes with not burning that bridge, and, you know, leaving a situation with understanding and love. And if you go at it and you plan on going at it with that end in mind, that you're not attached to an outcome or trying to just get a certain response. I totally feel like I'm lecturing you guys. I'm so sorry. That's just what's coming through. I'm going to pull an oracle. But if you start with that in mind, you're going to approach it different. And then even if it doesn't, I mean, it could work out later, but you're going to have a much more, there's a need to have a peaceful resolution and cooperation, okay? And you may have to put some energy into how you're going to approach that. Now, again, this reading may only be for a few of you, because some of you may just want revenge. And I'll tell you what the best revenge is. It's mad success, right? I want to see how that other person's feeling. Let me see which deck. How is this other person feeling about the Scorpio, their situation with Scorpio? See, they're defensive. Do you see that? They are defensive. And they may be feeling like they're, you know, better off on their own. The Nine of Pentacles is independence. So you're both feeling wounded and bruised and a need for recognition. Wow. Split the deck at 4 of Wands. What is this person's next steps towards Scorpio? Oh, looks like they might come in. Be careful. Okay, so for some of you, this is somebody that might come in. If you're not going to reach out first, then be careful not to be snippety, you know, when this person reaches out. Yeah, get your mind right before you respond or before you talk to this person. And I think the main thing is to know that there's been pain on both sides. And really a strong, like, desire for stability. Okay, let's get one more. Oh, wow. So it could have been sexual, and maybe that's why it was hurtful. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. If you feel like you've got nothing to lose and you wanna, the best way to salvage, at least to have peace, is to, you know, handle it really nicely. The connection is passionate but not enduring. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson, and that lesson could be to just, you know, kind of accept that different people come into our lives for different reasons. A season, what is it? A reason, a season, or a lifetime. And even these ones that come in just for a little while, this may be a lesson about forgiveness and not burning bridges. You know, just because it doesn't work out doesn't mean there needs to be, the animosity is going to hurt you in the long run, is what I think this is about. It's a very interesting reading. I don't think I've ever had one like this, but I do think it's powerful. Let me grab a wisdom and oracle. And then we will wrap up. You guys let me know what you want in the comments. Like, do you guys want charms? Do you want the pendulum at the end of the readings? Do you want, I was thinking about starting another channel. I definitely am doing like gonna do, branch out into meditation and stuff. But do you guys want that? Do you want pick a card? Do you want all signs? Because if I do everything at once, it kind of hurts the channel, because when you start something new, the first several videos don't get picked up that well. That, you know, you got to have some support behind them. So it's better not to do all that at once. Time to go. How about that? All that glitters is at the bottom. Let me see. Yeah, this is about something that's irking and eating at you, but part of the problem is that it's like you don't want to accept that somebody may not want you forever. It's like, even though you really know that it's not the best fit for you, there's still some sort of challenge of wishing they wanted you. And maybe maybe some of you want to hear from this person just so you can shoot them down, okay? But I'm just telling you, this it's not going to be beneficial. So it says endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of a journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the momentum to bless your experience thus far. So take stock of what you've learned. Wow, this wraps up everything we just said. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do or experience in this present circumstance. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. Oh, this is getting good. Listen to this. It's over, or at the very least, the form of this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you and the other person. It's time. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost. Although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract, it is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. Did I say that in this reading, or was that in another? That was the last reading, I swear I just said that. Who was that? Doesn't matter. I'm just trying to satisfy my own curiosity. I just said that, but I've done so many readings. Maybe it was Virgo, I don't know. I struggled to remember how it went. But it says, remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If it's not, it never was. In fact, I don't think I ever even remembered it. I couldn't finish it. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. Oh, that is powerful. Take a screenshot if you need to. And this is a good video to come back to whenever you feel yourself hanging on to something that you should release. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. Wow. Love it. Love you guys. Leave me comments, please. Say hi, where you're watching from. Tell me what you want. Do you want all signs? Do you guys... Y'all check out the all signs I just did. I mean, let me know if you like them, because I love them. They're real light and fun. Or pick a cards, and I'm going to start doing like one a week of whatever I feel like you guys want the most, okay? Love you guys. See you soon. Bye, Scorpio.